Obviously, I'm bored of that shit already. Although I do an earlier light, it's only 2 o'clock, innit? I've only got a festival to go to, or whatever it's called, tomorrow. We'll see what it's like. Yeah, fuck the trolls. I've just decided, fuck it. I'm taking. They've called us the marshland, the marsh, something like that. You know what I mean? Like the scumbags. So I'm going to call them the red light community, because they're all fucking prostitutes for fucking subs and fucking. This is our community. We've got to slag people off. We've got to drive them off YouTube. Those sort of people, you know they are. So here we go. Let's play some music. Because nobody's going to do that to me.
You shout it out, but I can't hear a word you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much. Criticize, but how your bullets ricochet. Shoot me down, but I get up. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet. You take your aim, far away. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium.
Boom, it still continues, but that's going to be the theme tonight, you see.
Coming down, but it's you who have further to fall. Ghost town, haunted love.
I can't sing, but you know.
Raise your voice. Sticks and stones may break my bones. Talking loud, not saying much. I'm bulletproof, nothing to lose. Far away, ricochet. You take your aim, far away. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium.
Hi, Steve.
You got to show me love.
I don't mind copyright strikes, it is what it is. Hi, Steve. Yeah, I think I saw that. Was it on Chubbies or something? I don't know. I logged in. I made a few comments. Yeah, I heard something like, yeah. Sometimes I think somebody said when he's on the booze, when he's sober, it's decent to talk to. Then once he's had some booze, once he's had money, once he's had booze, he's like, yeah, I'm all right. I was a bit late. I went down to mine about 6:15. Got some stuff. He didn't steal all of the Zippos. I found one which is more expensive, but because it was brass, it was dirty. They didn't see that it's worth more than the other Zippo, which was shiny because it was like chrome plated. But that's what this one is rarer because You couldn't buy them in the shops. It's Marlboro. So it's got Marlboro on the front of a Zippo lighter. It's like 20, 30 years. What's it? No yards link, Shady. No, there is, but you got to be a what's the name? A mod to do it. You just type link in and stuff like that. It is what it is. Oh, Chubby got porn bombed. I saw that bit. That was fucking hell. Queen, whatever. What it Natty. I think that was a picture, a screenshot of Natty. I thought it was Natty at first, but then she was still on. But Chubby got it dead quick, didn't he? Put it up. But then after that, about 10 minutes later, his channel went down. So I don't know if he's decided to do it himself and hide it. But normally, I presumed it'd have just brought it back on again. It's the trolls. That's how your channel gets taken out. That's how you get strikes. It's orchestrated. So they'll be there. There'll be like 10 of them or something like that. The WhatsApps and the fucking Discord divas, and they'll just put the same thing. Called, what's it called for pornography? Indecent something or other. Do you know what I mean? And they all do the same, and the algorithm picks it up, and then that'll give you a strike until you fight it. I know, because it took my channel down. And they're very crafty. When you're honest and say, "Oh, I've had a first strike," they go, "Right, let's try get him a second strike." Then you've got a second strike. And if you just carry on, the third strike, you're out. Simple as that. So yeah, it's fucking savage. What is it? Swamp people. Michelle called us swamp people, basically. She says, "Well, I don't go to the swamp community." That's Michelle C. It was on Laura's last live, if it was about 2 days ago. I thought, fucking hell. Then she ridiculed the people that with dyslexia and stuff like that. Oh, they shouldn't be on here, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. They're wrong. And, you know, Michelle C's language is in a bad mood. I'm glad I'm not in her community, to be honest with you. I really am. Who else is on live then? Oh, I've got to do that one. Yeah. There's one where you can make your own music. I forgot what it was called. I know Society X or Spandau Ballet X is on. He's got two up, two down, fucking spastic cunt. So I'm not going on with that twat. If you've got a problem with somebody, go and speak to him. Blah, 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 blah. You had a problem with me. You fucking didn't say jack shit. It's full of shit. Well, I've got Ramish. Rami, he's one of mine. Who's he fucking restreaming? I tell you now, all this guy does is restream. He's got 2,000 subscribers. Bloody bastard. Right, this is all he does, believe it or not. We'll play that song.
Heartbreaks and promises, I've had more than my share.
Oh, yeah.
I'm tired of giving my love and getting nowhere.
Getting nowhere. Yeah, bored of you. I'm not actually. She's fucking gorgeous. But anyway, enough of me. Let's have a look at this. This is all he does. I met him at Magic Word AK. He's a fucking twat AK. He's all right, but it is what it is. Yeah, this is all Rami does. He's from Australia. I met him on an American chat. Yeah, I met him on an American channel. And this is all he does, look. I don't know who this guy is, but he lets you restream.
Because I don't know how to redirect. No fucking clue. So I'll just put her link. As I find it. There it is. I'll just drop her link in the chat. So we'll be heading to after this. We'll be starting about, I'm just going to say 10 p.m. Eastern.
Once you get some subscribers here.
And yeah, I forgot what the hell we're talking about tonight. She told me.
Yeah, look. This is within.
But anyway,
say
let's
8.
go to this video. Whoa! Oh. Hold on.
Right. I told you because it basically gets a video. It's Saturday night. Yeah. Muppets art, for fuck's sake. What's the magic word, AK? Oh, yeah, this is what he does. He'll do something. Oh, dumb criminals. And then he commentates over it. I don't know who this black guy is, but it seems like it's fun. Let's have a look where we are. It's fucking dead funny.
If you know, you know. But this one I didn't have as much fun as this guy did. That J Kid called me Ruffus and banned me from his YouTube. J Kid. J. I don't know who you're talking about. But on BBBs, J Kid.
Are you talking about J? Are you talking about J Adventures?
JS Urban Adventures? J Studio. Oh, that guy. I don't really know him. I don't really know him. That's one of BBB's friends who's kind of new that I just met. I don't really know him. Seems timid and
Say my name, bitch.
I'm not gonna say sheltered,
Rummy,
but
say my name.
not fully.
Oh shit, you
How do I
brother.
say this?
You bastard. You didn't say it on the fucking other person's live stream. What a bastard. What a bastard. It is what it is. Yeah, but that guy, yeah, honestly, just restreams other people's channel. You go on the panel, they allow. Hi, Princess. And yeah, and he's got 2,000 subscribers just for doing that. Do you know what I mean? He was, oh God, Arkansas. You know Arkansas? I met him that way because I go to that one. And then you got the other girl from Texas. I go on those panels as well. So if you're listening, agent, I don't always follow you around. For fuck's sake, I find my own people. Oh, he's always following me around in my communities. No, I fucking don't.
Let's go.
Anyway, let's see what he says.
Oh my God!
Welcome back, y'all. We got a fun one today out of Code Blue Cam. The link is in the description. Cop pulls a guy over on a Vespa for slow rolling a stop sign, and then hilarity ensues. Check it out.
A Vespa.
Committed? Let me see your license.
Was there a crime committed?
Yes.
Which
Yes.
one?
The way you took that corner was unsafe, and the way you came to a stop.
Lie.
Let me see your driver's license.
No.
You were.
I got the First Amendment right to refuse my driver's license.
Okay, so that's not what the First Amendment. Oh, first off, bitch. I think you're thinking about the Fourth Amendment. I think that's what you're trying to go for. Unlawful search and seizure. First Amendment
Well, I
does
want
not
that one. No stupid.
cover anything about you refusing to provide your license that you are required to have when operating that motor vehicle. And this,
Yeah, anyway, I'm bored of that now. You know. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, he wants to come up. I heard you on what's her name's Angela. I was doing something. What was you doing? Yeah, he was on what's his name? Spandau Ballet X. That's what I call Jamie now. I'm sorry, but I do. I'm just a bastard, aren't I? This is definitely not pink. I ordered pink, but it didn't turn out to be pink. But it is what it is. I don't know if this is working yet. I don't know how to fucking charge the bastard. Yeah, I went shopping. I says, Neil, I'll meet you at fucking Aldi. And I was there within like 10 minutes. He was there just before me, bastard. Or he was there when I locked my bike. And he didn't wait for me, he just did his own shopping. Yeah, it's not even fucking charged up. The fuck is happening here then? Why won't it charge? What the fuck? Has that got a light on it or what? Ah, so it's got a light on it. Fucking. Try it again. Oh, it's not, is it? The fuck? What are you doing? Ah! The fucking lead wasn't plugged in right. You bastard. Ah, thank God for that. I didn't have to send it back. Anyway, that's a new portable power bank. So, that should charge me bike now. So, it's as simple as that. Been charging up for a fucking day. So what it is, it's like, you know, the power brick, and you plug a lead in, that wasn't fully plugged in. Fucking, I thought I'd ripped off then. Bastards. Now I'm being blinded by that fucker. Yeah, fucking cheeky bastards. So I saw him at the door, and I thought I'd look at the door. I saw him, then I had to wait for somebody to come in when the door's open. I said, Neil, I'm in here. And he come in with his fucking shopping. I went, have you just, I didn't see you. I said, you didn't wait fucking very long, did you? I've been waiting for 10 minutes outside, which I was. I was there like 10 to fucking 9 or something like that. Then he forgot to get non-alcoholics and he went back in for non-alcoholics. He got some ice cream as well, but he was happy. He got his stuff. That was Normanton. I went down Normanton and picked some stuff up. But I don't think I charged the bike up. It looked like it was charged up. And as soon as this woman on an electric bike fucking passed me, I thought, right, you bitch. So then I put it on high power. I was catching up with her. It was going around the corner, but then she went one way. I thought, fuck it, I'm not going to race her because I would have beat her. Because she's restricted to 15.5 miles an hour. Mine goes up to 20. And mine's quicker on acceleration because I'm 350 watts. So I just went straight into town. Nottingham Road, straight to Stores Road. Bada bum, bada bing. But then it just went, by the time I got there, it was like half path. I'm never going to get back. So then I had to cycle back gently and it went down to 0. I thought, you bastard. So then I went slow speed cycling a bit. Then I went up to 2 bars. Then I went up to 3 bars. I thought, right. And then as soon as I went to Nottingham Road, I just thought, fuck it. As soon as I went down my street, which is a long street, I just fucking pelted. Got back. And then as soon as I went in, it went up to 2 bars. So, but it's fucking, that's what I did. That, now, once that's charged up, it's heavy, but at least I can trickle charge it somewhere and get a few extra miles, isn't it? You get me? So Spandau Ballet still on. Spandau Ballet X. Let's have a look. He had that 2 up, 2 down on. I thought, I'm not good on that channel, that twat. Oh, it's finished. Somebody else must be alive. I know that Gypsy Davis. Oh, we're the what's the name, you know? Oh, Loopy Lou's there. I mean, Laura Lou's there. We're swamp people. We're from the swamp community, Angela. If you listen to Michelle C. The swamp people. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. What did you hear all that? Fucking hell. What a fucking. Oh, yeah, see you later. You know, fucking loopy loo. This has been ill again. Do you know what I mean? This is always fucking ill. When I get my little house, I did see the part where Vincent made her cry. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not in that community. I don't know how you can swap around Angela in those sort of communities, to be honest with you. But you seem to be immune to the bullshit that's happening. And it's like you can go from one community to another community. It's like AK can go to one star, whatever, one planet to another planet in his head anyway. I'm just sick of the fucking bullshit. I think it's been about 4 months no booze, so I'm getting a clearer mind now. Ain't taking shit from no one, motherfuckers. Right then, let's just see that one. If nobody's going to put, oh, why am I doing that? I'll just type in the fucking link in it. Yeah, I'm going to start adding to the list of all the commands. So you can put Mexican down, spaz, good looking, IQ, rubber, and there's more. So I just keep on, well, it can be asked. Doggo, hey Doggo. You can put night down, and it's got you on that one now. People was like doing night and separating bot. You can't anymore. Yeah, look, watch. Well, I just spell it. Oh, there we go. People was doing, oh, fucking hell. People was doing this, trying to fucking fool him or her. It's just that I couldn't be asked. I should be doing this a lot more regular. Do you know what I mean? So somebody type in this Nightbot. Yeah, Spaz is one of them. Hey, got it in. Oh yeah, I forgot Spaz is one of them as well. I had fun doing that. I think I was pissed. Well, I know I was, but it is what it is, isn't it? Oh, fucking, it's hot in it. Shit. I must do that because people are fucking dumb on here. Yeah, it's a Spandau Ballet X. Yeah. I heard on the grapevine he was doing one of those Brokeback Mountain moments. Do you know what I mean? Skinny dipping his shit. I wasn't invited yet again. It always leaves me out. Angela is just still there. I've fucking, what's his name? Wormed his boat. What's his name? Gamer's wormed his way back into fucking Jamie's panel again, hasn't he? Fucking hell. That is what it is. Look, I like it, Shady. It shows you're trying. It's been about, I think it's 4 months now, no alcohol. This is a magic trick. Fuck knows how to work it. I think there's string in it, so I'll have to fucking Google it. You're supposed to be able to take it off and you spin it and it floats in between your hand. Looks good, but there's obviously a trick behind it. The magic trick behind it. I ain't got a fucking clue, but it was only £1.50. And I've got a spaceship one that looks more doable. I'll just chill it, listening to AK trying to chat Matty up. I record it all as he deletes his streams. Speak, by the way. Yeah. Doesn't abuse Natalie like every other one. You know. I did see Chubby getting porn bombed, and I think that was Natty's picture, screenshot. Because she's been known to get her boobs out and a fanny and stuff like that. I've not witnessed it, but that's what I've heard. And she's like, she said, well, we're trying to give the guy a treat. But it was behind the scenes or something. So, she won't learn. YouTube's the most toxic place known to man. and I can get attacked by geese and swans. And that's less fucking toxic than YouTube. At least you know that they're going to fucking attack you for your fucking food. And at least they're going to backstab you. When a swan comes back, she's not attacking you, or the one that I know anyway. She just fucking puts her head in. I've got that video to put up, yeah, it's fucking hilarious and funny. She just thought, fuck it, I'm not waiting for him to fucking dish out the food. She just went in the bag and just helped herself. Fucking, and I videoed it. I love feeding them. They're so fucking good. Oh Jesus, I gotta fix this fucking chair. I tried to buy another one, but it didn't come, so I got a refund. But hopefully, it might fucking turn on and it's free. Exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna fix that fucking thing. I didn't read instructions, you see. I just press buttons. But yeah, it's got everything I need. Funny enough, I bought an air compressor for my airbed, and the only lead it had was a 12-volt power supply. This can do that. But I've got the airbed, I might just fix it and then throw it away. Fucking Henry cursed it. Oh, at least you got an airbed. I only had it for 2 weeks. As soon as he said that, within a day, it fucking burst with a big fucking tear in it. And all I could do was slow it down. Like, pump it up by manually. Fucking hell. Then I just ended up fucking just folding it up. So it's thick because I was sleeping on the fucking floor. Then when it was carpeted, still out of the bed, so all the offcuts, I just rolled them up. And then I just made it like that with fucking carpet. And it's better than fuck all. At least I could fucking get some sleep for a few hours. Now I've got a bed and still can't fucking sleep, but it is what it is. I am fucking hot. I don't mean in a sexual fucking way as well. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell. Yeah, I couldn't believe Neil, my mate, fucking loyal as fuck. He wasted about 3 minutes here, but he got out of the taxi, he looked around and went straight in the fucking shop. I was probably around the corner locking my bike up. Fucking hell. What a bastard. But it is what it is. Oh, Angela, if you're still listening, are you going to the carnival tomorrow? I'm going to try and get to the pear tree by probably 1 o'clock, I think. I think it's 1 o'clock or 1:30. It gets to there. I can't be asked to go on the fucking bus. At least I've got a fucking seat with me. I might look at if I get there early, I can sit on that fucking wall with my bike in it. I've got to get my GoPro working. I've got to upload some videos to get some space on my fucking new phone, or do the other phone and we clear some space off that. It is what it is. Looks like I'll have to be uploading a lot of fucking footage. Exactly. INCs. NYC. Oh, Jesus of the Christ. Better check people in the fucking audience and see if I want to give people spanners or not. I'm a cunt. Allegedly. Let's see who's been on say Wilder. He's a cunt, in my opinion. Have you noticed this on the panels? They'll put somebody, whoever there's a host, they'll put somebody else there instead. Fucking hell. You're my guest of honor. You notice that? The host is never in the host corner. What a fucking liberty. Right, who's this guy? You've got 2,000, I'll give you a spanner. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, subscribe to you, brother. Open panel near down every day, party time. What? NYC, just type in link. Hold on. Type in drop and it'll get your channel sorted. You don't really need spanners here. You just type in, this is yours, by the way. But if you type in drop, Nightbot will drop your channel down. Same with you, King Edward. Because I can't be able to fucking do it all the time. Yeah, exactly. Fucking hell, it's hot. Fuck. I just see the fly again. Oh, it's my lashes flickering around. I ain't gonna fucking play. I've still got to put stuff on the wall. I just can't be asked. I've got some nice new ones though. It's going to look good eventually when I've done it. What's the latest one that I've got? Oh, this is a good one. That. Karma is like a rubber band. You can only stretch it so far before it comes back and smacks you in the face. The trouble is it's tin, and you do get that on it. So I'm going to have a lot of fucking glue for that. Oh, this is the other one. Why have pictures where you can have motivational signs or warning signs? Well, and at your own risk. So I mean, they're good sized pictures, look. So I reckon you might be able to see them on the back wall. It's just a little bit of fun in it when somebody visits. I'll get some pictures up eventually. I might get back to my old hobby. Get a printer and print pictures off, and then you just change them every now and again, don't you? I got my ex-wife's picture that she made like 20 odd years ago out of butterflies. I got that. Which that's already, I could put that on the wall now, I think. That will probably look all right there. I might put it on the left. Or, yeah, that's the left. I might put it there, to be honest. I might put it just a little bit up. Because I've still got that carpet to put somewhere as well. You know, the one that looks like a hole. Exactly. Fucking eyes up. Trouble is, I don't normally come on this time, do I? So yes, Jewish channel's gone down. I think he got porno bombed. Got porn bombed. Well, let's have a look then. Foxman, 609 months ago. Or 1 hour ago. A quick walk. Right, let's have a look. NC. Let's have a look. Live. Quick Roger and Darren. What's good in the hoodie 1 day ago? Ooh, let's have a look. Because you're over 1,000, you know about copyright, so I won't play your old stuff. Go for a redo. That's a nice effect. Oh. Okay, now that's a nice house you got, mate. I've just looked at it. I've got to the part. It's your last video, I think. What's goody in the hoodie? And the ceiling reminds me of in the pub trade. When I was in the pub trade, they used to have that similar pattern to that on the ceiling. Looks a bit like Turkish Arabic, doesn't it? In my opinion. Very interesting. Oh, that's good enough for me. Let's have some fucking entertainment. Do 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 do. Yeah, NYC, I'm definitely going to follow you now. Well, I've followed you, so I'll be watching your next live streams for sure, for sure. Well, let's see if I get a copyright strike for this fucker. I think he's dead, isn't he? I should be able to get away with it. Right, you fat bastard, what's this? This man is a genius. What? I mean, I'll have a look. I'm gonna look. Oh, not like that.
Yeah, I'm about as excited as a pup with a fucking bag of dicks. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry I'm out of breath, but if you ever fuck an elephant, make sure you get on top. No, I had half an hour to kill, so I'm in the dressing room and I just scuttled the wife. Up the old arse. I don't like putting it up her arse. She doesn't like it up the arse, but the crew love to watch. Tonight, thank you. You've recognised me, have you?
You know I'm going to use that joke, don't you? That's Frank. Oh, as happy as AK with a bag of dicks. Sure, but yeah, that's funny. That is. I'm going to start fucking using that.
Tonight, I thought I told you to stay in the van and back as strangers, you ugly cunt. Tonight's performance will start off with a ballad, a little ballad called To All the Girls I've Fucked Before. That only lasts a minute. I was going to do the Tax Inland Revenue's favourite song, Old MacDonald Out of Farm, until we fucking took it off him. I applied for a job with the Inland Revenue and they gave me a stone, but I couldn't get any fucking blood out of it, so I think... Or should I do some of this rap music? You know this rap music? I'm listening to some rap music today. I had no choice. The lad's car was only parked 4 miles up the fucking high street. Boys and girls, welcome to the show. I hope you've had a good Christmas, by the way. At Christmas time, I thought, well, what am I going to get, you know, presents-wise? You're the same as me. I said to the wife, I'm thinking of something different, so I got her electric blanket and a toaster, and I wired them together, hoping she'd pop out of bed and put the fucking kettle on. I bought her some of these shoes, Clark shoes, which are very expensive, £100. She said, oh, Clark shoes. I said, yeah, they're real skin. She said, so's my arse, but it's got a fucking hole in it. I said, have you made any New Year resolutions? She said, I'm giving up sex. I said, hey, fuckface. You gave up that 2 years ago. She said, I know, with you. My New Year resolution was I'm going to lose 8 pounds of ugly fat, so I'm being circumcised on Monday. You wouldn't like it up your ass. Hey, what a world we live in. Are you enjoying yourselves? I know I look tired, but what do they call it? When you fly for 24 hours, jet lag, funny lag. I call it funny lag. Because the night before I come away, God fixed me this phone number. Oh, she looked better over the fucking phone. I had to meet her at 7:30 outside the Dog and Duck. The fucking tide wouldn't. I'd seen a better dressed crab. She walked up to me, oh, nice tooth. I took her in the pub. I'm not insinuating she was a dog, but the lads went, Chubby, I see you were fucking Scooby-Doo. I said, she's a good shag, and they all went, and so say all. I asked her what she'd like to drink. She said, I'll have a penis colada. What do you do for a living? That's the question. What do you do for a living? I said, well, I don't want to blow my own horn. She said, no, I'll do that later on. You know, as men are fucking animals, aren't we? We'll say anything for a shag. I said, actually, I'm a racing car driver. She said, oh, I bet you're hard on your tyres. I said, I bet me fucking hard on doesn't.
Hard on the tyres.
We went back to the flat and she put some classical music on. I said, can you remember the minuet? She said, I can't even remember the men I've fucked. Come on, be honest. You take a girl out for the evening and you was daft to give her the menu and she picks lobster, split ass. And she's having double brandies. I think when you get back to the house or the flat, I think you deserve at least a sticky finger. Well, you deserve something. So when she went for a piss, I took 50 fucking quid out of her handbag. I'm an animal. When I spotted the beaver, oh, I lifted the legs up. Oh, a piles fell out. Well, I'm not a fucking grape trodder. Us men are funny women, aren't we? We're funny, us fellas. We'll take half an hour to look for a golf ball. We can't find the clitoris in 2 minutes. We fuck off home. Funny enough, it's my wife's birthday the other day, and she come downstairs, and I should have fucking said it. And I look into her eyes, darling, you know, time stands still. And I went and said, your face should stop a fucking clock. She said, I think I'm getting the fun in, my body aches. I said, well, thank fuck you're not a kipper. She had to go to the medical centre for 10 o'clock. Something about the varicose veins. She's as thick as shit. A fountain pen had broke in her pocket. When she got back, she did a little bit of breakfast. I said, have you cooked this? This is fucking shite. She went, oh, bollocks, you fat bastard. Top breeders recommend that.
Fine girl. Fine girl, if you put...
She can't
drop
cook.
in,
Detector alarm tells us when
you
fucking
tell her.
dinner's ready. I'm sure she burns her eggs out fucking black chips. I went to a supermarket with her. She said, can I have a chicken, please? And would you remove its nuggets? So we sat at the table. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but my 12-year-old boy went, Dad, does semen taste like porridge? And my 14-year-old daughter went, no, it's a lot saltier.
I'm surprised you laughed.
So the kids got off to school, and about after I said, any chance of a quickie? She said, as opposed to what? You're the world's worst shag. I said I couldn't be, it would be too much of incidents. Have you bought me anything for Christmas? I said, close your eyes, what do you see? She said, fuck all. I said, that's what I've got you. No, I'm a liar, I'm a fucking fat liar. I bought her a solid diamond gold ruby sapphire necklace from a car boot sale. So friends would be green with envy. I just hope the necklace doesn't fucking beat me to it. I bought her a vibrator, electric, so she doesn't have to buy the batteries. But the flex is only a foot long, so she has to masturbate on the fucking ironing board. She just put the test. She said, I thought you'd get me something to run around in. I said, I have. Fucking tracksuit. And a blouse. The blouse is too tight. I said, get your head out the button, all you fat cunt. Well, you know, she did well for my John Denver's new CD. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that clear. You can hear the fucking... Hey, he Mountain Eye. He missed that fucker by a mile, didn't he? John Denver hit The Ocean. If he'd written that song today, it would have been called I'm on a fucking jet plane. We all like different types of music. I was a country and western fan. I like Tammy Wynette. Stand by on man. Mary said, fucking split ass. Well, the kids said, what can we get man for a birthday? I said, well, you get it, Dad. It always comes out of my fucking pocket. So I bought the budgie. Well, I bought this budgie. God's honour, what a miserable twat. He was just stood in a cage. I went along the show. I said, excuse me, you know the budgie?
I'm surprised.
I won't let your son go down on me.
I think this is over the. This used to be funny in the day, but fucking hell. Yeah, Arnold's wake up. Who's this one? Fluffy Goes to India. This is a good guy. And Gabriel, oh, look at this fucker. 20 largest animals ever caught on camera. Fucking, I wonder who's. No, I'm not going to say a YouTuber's name. Oh, do you remember this? Best scenes from Devil in Prison? Watch that. I don't have seen it. Look at this fucker. Son of butchers. He looks a twat.
Our planet is full of wild wonders, but some of the most mind-blowing creatures out there are the ones that come in giant sizes.
Man, you are a big kangaroo. Oh, those are strong arms. Oh!
From the deepest parts of the ocean to the tallest mountain peaks, nature has created animals so big, so strange, and so powerful, they almost don't seem real. Thanks to cameras and drones, we're able to see these animals up close in ways that were never possible before. And today, we're counting down the top 20 largest animals captured on camera. Number 20, orangutan. Now this next one might just make you look twice. Caught on camera near a remote village, this massive orangutan is so huge, people thought they were seeing Bigfoot. But no, it's one of nature's most powerful primates, and it's very real. Orangutans are some of the largest tree-dwelling animals on the planet. A full-grown male can stand close to 5 feet tall and weigh between 100 and 200 pounds. Females are usually smaller, but still impressively strong. The largest one ever recorded, named Keo from Borneo, stood over 5.5 feet tall and weighed around 250 pounds. But these animals aren't just big, they're also incredibly smart. In the forests of Borneo, orangutans have been seen using sticks to fish out bugs and even holding leaves over their heads to stay dry like tiny umbrellas. They mostly live alone, unlike chimps or gorillas that stay in groups. Mothers raise their babies by themselves, and adults spend most of their lives swinging solo from tree to tree using their long, powerful arms. And just when you thought orangutans were big, meet their ancient cousin, Gigantopithecus. This prehistoric ape lived around 1 million years ago in parts of Asia. It stood over 10 feet tall and weighed more than 1,200 pounds, basically a walking giant. Scientists believe it was the biggest ape to ever walk the earth, but sadly, it went extinct long ago. 19. Pangolin. At first glance, you might think this animal is wearing a suit of armor, but it's real, and it's called a pangolin. Pangolins are the only mammals in the world that are completely covered in tough, overlapping scales. These scales aren't just for show, they're made of keratin, the same stuff as our fingernails, and they help protect the pangolin from predators. Sometimes called scaly anteaters, pangolins use their long, sticky tongues, some stretching over 16 inches, to dig into ant hills. And if we want future generations to see them in the wild, they need our protection now more than ever. 18. Zeus, the Shire horse. Next up, meet a horse so big he didn't just turn heads, he broke records. This is Zeus, a Shire horse, and trust me, he was no ordinary stallion. Zeus stood more than 6.5 feet tall at the shoulder. That's taller than most people. And he weighed nearly 3,000 pounds. With a build that massive, he looked more like a walking tank than a farm animal. Shire horses are one of the largest horse breeds in the world, originally from England. They were once used for tough jobs like pulling carts, wagons, and plows, basically the heavy lifters of the old days. And Zeus was a shining example of just how powerful this breed can be. But don't let his size fool you. Zeus wasn't wild or scary. He was gentle, calm, and had a sweet personality that made him famous around the world. Many people were amazed at how well he behaved, especially since giant horses are usually harder to manage. Zeus was often compared to other legendary horses like Big Jake, the tallest horse in the world at over 9 feet, and Samson, also called Mammoth, the heaviest horse ever recorded. Even though Zeus didn't live long after making history, his legacy lives on. He showed the world just how strong, gentle, and incredible a Shire horse can be. This footage of Zeus is more than just amazing, it's unforgettable. 17. Blossom, the tallest cow ever recorded. All cows are big, but this one? She'll make you say, holy cow, literally. Meet Blossom, the cow who made history by breaking the Guinness World Record as the tallest cow ever. She stood an incredible 6 feet 4 inches tall. That's taller than most grown men. And if that wasn't enough, she also weighed around 2,000 pounds, almost double the size of a regular cow. Blossom didn't just turn heads, she towered over every other cow in the pasture. Imagine walking up to her and feeling like you're standing next to a small horse with horns.
Hold on, question. I'm not a veterinarian or something like that, but don't females have fucking udders?
Horns. Despite her giant size, Blossom was known for being sweet and gentle. She lived a calm life on a farm in the United States and became a worldwide star after earning her world record. And unbelievably tall, it's estimated to be over 7 feet tall when standing upright. That's taller than most basketball players and nearly as heavy as a small car. And here's the thing, gorillas are already strong, but when they reach this size, let's just say you really don't want to get too close. With their thick arms, wide chests, and incredible grip strength, one wrong move could be dangerous. But don't get it twisted, gorillas aren't monsters. They're actually calm and intelligent creatures, living in family groups and usually keeping to themselves. In the wild, they mostly eat plants and fruit, and they only become aggressive if they feel threatened. Still, see, with a call that sounds like gunfire, this bird doesn't just look terrifying, it sounds like chaos. Standing between 4 and 5 feet tall with a wingspan close to 8 feet, the shoebill stork looks like something straight out of the dinosaur age. Its giant, shoe-shaped beak is what really makes it unforgettable. Nearly 8 inches long and built like a weapon. It uses that massive bill to snatch up fish, frogs, young crocodiles, and even small birds, then crushes them with a single snap. Shoebills are masters of the ambush. They stand still for ages, completely silent, then strike in a flash. And when they do, it's like nature's version of a jump scare. Even though they can fly, their wing beats are slow and heavy, adding to their strange, almost ancient appearance. It's no wonder people call them living fossils. But like many wild just walked out of a gym, meet Aragon Vino, often called the most muscular bull in the world. And once you see him, you'll understand why. Aragon is a Belgian Blue, a breed of cattle that's unlike anything you've seen before. These animals are known for something called double muscling, a rare genetic mutation that causes their muscles to grow non-stop. It's like the off switch for muscle growth just doesn't exist. The result? Massive shoulders, thick backs, bulging legs, and a frame so pumped it almost doesn't look real. Aragon doesn't just walk, he struts like a living tank. This bull is so muscular you can see the definition in his body like a pro athlete. Belgian Blue bulls like Aragon can weigh well over 2,000 pounds, and they have far less fat. Still, researchers captured an incredible moment. 2 jaguar sisters named Madrosa and Jaju locked eyes on what looked like an easy target, a lone giant otter. But what happened next shocked everyone. Instead of fleeing, the otter stood its ground. And within seconds, its whole crew showed up. Giant otters can grow up to 6 feet long and weigh around 75 pounds. They're fast, fierce, and built for life in the water. With long, sleek bodies and webbed feet, they're amazing swimmers, and even better hunters. Local tribes call them water jaguars because of how they hunt. Belonged to the otters. He measured nearly 3 feet long too. Cassius is so big, just watching him move is enough to make your heart skip a beat. He lives in Australia, in a special enclosure built just for him, and trust me, it's not the kind of place you want to hang out in, unless you like living dangerously. One wrong move and you're by lunch. Crocodiles are already some of the most powerful reptiles on Earth, with crushing jaws and lightning-fast reflexes. But Cassius? He's on a whole different level, a living dinosaur, a legend in the reptile world. Most people will never see a croc this size in their lifetime, and honestly, that might be a good thing. Because when you're near Cassius, you realize something quickly. You're not at the top of the... One minute he's towering over full-grown adults, the next he's calmly laying his head on someone's lap like a big furry guardian. Seeing a dog this huge in real life feels almost unreal. He's got paws the size of dinner plates, a bark that can shake windows, and a presence that makes strangers think
That's a
twice.
puppy.
But behind all that size is a heart that's just as big, because even the fiercest giants can still be soft and sweet at their core. 9. The giant squid. What would you do if a sea monster suddenly swam right past you? That's exactly what it felt like when this giant squid showed up near the surface, a rare sight that left everyone stunned. Rare as it sounds. According to researchers, jaguars don't usually go after anteaters. They prefer bigger meals like capybaras, caimans, or peccaries, animals that give more energy for the effort, and that's lucky for the anteater. Giant anteaters are fascinating creatures. They can grow up to 8 feet long and weigh around 140 pounds. They don't have teeth, but they do have long, sticky tongues that can slurp up thousands of ants and biggest marsupial on Earth, and look like a pro wrestler in fur, especially big ones who can't return to the wild. And Jimbo was more than just a rescue story. He was a friend. The videos of Jim cuddling, playing, and even being scratched by Jim melted hearts around the world. It's not every day you see a bear the size of a car acting like a big furry lapdog. Their friendship was built on trust, time, and love, proof that sometimes even the wildest creatures can feel at home when treated with kindness. Sadly, Jimbo passed away at 2018 at the age of 24. But to the millions who saw him online, he wasn't just a bear. He was a gentle giant and a true symbol of what compassion can do. 5. Zeus the dog. Now imagine walking into your kitchen and finding a dog tall enough to drink straight from the sink without even jumping. That's exactly what life was like with Zeus, the tallest dog ever recorded in Guinness World Record history. Zeus wasn't just big, he was a giant. This Great Dane stood over 7 feet tall when on his back legs and weighed around 155 pounds. That's heavier than some grown men and taller than most of them too. Zeus was so tall he didn't need a water bowl. He could simply walk up to the kitchen sink, lean in, and take a drink like it was made just for him. Despite his towering size, Zeus was known for being gentle and calm, your classic gentle giant. He became a celebrity around the world and was loved by everyone who met him. Sadly, Zeus passed away in 2014 due to old age, but his legacy still stands, literally. In a fantasy movie, perched high above with your head. With its thick first glance, it might look like a drifting shadow on the riverbed. But this is no shadow. It's one of the largest freshwater fish ever recorded on Earth. Discovered in Cambodia, this giant freshwater stingray weighed in at an unbelievable 720 pounds. That's 330 kilograms. Staying out, known for growing up to 3 feet long and weighing nearly 4 pounds. That's about 4 times bigger than the average city rat you'd find sneaking through alleys or hiding in dumpsters. And no, this isn't a trick of the camera. This thing is very real. Gambian pouched rats have strong legs, long tails, and massive cheeks they can puff out to store food. Some people actually keep them as pets, believe it or not, and they've even been trained in parts of Africa to sniff out landmines and detect tuberculosis. Smart? Absolutely. Cute? That depends on who you ask. But let's be honest, if one of these walked across your living room, would you still be calm? So here's the big question. Would you keep a giant rat like this as a house pet? Let us know in the comments. More like a lion than a pet. This giant dog weighs over 300 pounds. That's nearly the same as an NFL lineman. With its thick mane, broad chest, and powerful frame, the Tibetan Mastiff was built for protection. Originally bred in the mountains of Tibet.
She's like that dog trainer one, ain't she? She's quite an expert on dogs.
These dogs were used to guard villages, monasteries, and livestock from predators like wolves, leopards, and even bears. And when you look at one, it's easy to see why. They're fearless, strong, and fiercely loyal. But they're not just muscle, they're also known for being calm, intelligent, and deeply connected to their families. That said, they're not your typical house dog. Owning a Tibetan Mastiff takes space, patience, and respect. This is a guardian, a protector, and one of the most legendary dog breeds in the world. So tell us, if you had the chance?
What's this do? All these people in the world. Bloody hell.
Unfolded at Kensington Palace. Everything seemed perfectly ordinary. Staff moved briskly yet respectfully through the corridors, and journalists refreshed their inboxes. waiting for the expected thank you message and a new royal portrait. But then, it happened. In just a few short sentences, Prince William sent a ripple through the royal family that left even palace insiders shocked to the core. With little warning, James, Earl of Wessex, and his sister, Lady Louise Windsor, were stripped of their courtesy titles. The question on everyone's mind was immediate. Why? Was this a bold, visionary step toward modernizing the monarchy? Or was it the first public glimpse of a quiet, simmering feud within the House of Windsor? Why target two of the most low-profile, least controversial members of the family? And more importantly, what does this reveal about the man who will one day wear the crown? Insider sources suggest there's much more to this story than meets the eye. And tonight, we're peeling back the curtain. By the end of this video, you'll understand not just the decision itself,
Oh, that was when they was all pally, weren't they?
but also the history, emotions, and strategy behind it, and what it means for the future of the royal family. Chapter 1: The Birthday That Changed Everything. June mornings in London.
I'm bored now. Fuck it. This is in the chat so I can annoy them. Hi, Strictly. How you doing? Hi, Danny. Fish community. Oh, Great Danes. Fucking hell, yeah. I just got bored and started playing shit. Let me see if I've altered the IQ thing. It shouldn't say that, to be honest with you. So, I wondered if I've cheated and put it below 50. I think it should change. You've got an IQ of. Yeah. Shouldn't be. Yeah, it should be. Yeah. It has an IQ of 19. You don't need the percentage, do you? There we go. Why did it say percentage? Let's see if I can get that percentage off then. Right. Oh, it's up to 200. Right, let's see if that works. Because it shouldn't say percentage. I have Mr. Bro. Right, let's try it again. Thank you. See if it works. That could be sending Shady's account. There you go. It's working. I didn't need the percentage. But I've actually got an IQ of 148, which isn't far off. There you go. It is up to 200, so it's quite fair. I can change it though. I think the goal is to beat Tony P. It's funny how he fucking changed it when I said I've got an IQ of 150 something. Should we put it up to 300? Let's put it up to 300. Yeah, it's a bit better, isn't it? 300. That should amaze people. Well, should I change it? It's pretty amazing. For a dump. Oh, yes, I've got that. I'll change it now. Amazing for you appear. That's it. That'll do. I'm just tuning it now. So watches. Gotta be a bit of fun on it. Oh, come on. I haven't fucked it up, have I? Oh, there we go. There you go. As a 24 IQ. Amazing for how dumb you are. I'll work on it. Fucking hell, I'm hot. Shit. Let me just adjust this fucking thing. I've got a fan, but you see it's running on the floor. There's a decent box. I could just lift it up. Or did I put it on? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that might do it. Oh, that might do it. Oh, that's better. Fucking hell. Did this show my pictures, Mr. Bro? Fucking hell, that's better. Fucking hell. It's fucking hot. Don't think I'm going to do a long live stream today. Definitely not. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Temu, the scummiest company in the world. 40 banned tactical items that are still legal on Amazon. Might have lived 3,000 years and a different planet came to Earth. I think I remember this. This is an old movie, isn't it? I tried to warn you, Nikola Tesla predicted everything. Oh. Pulled a gun on a royal guard. What? Kids who are only born once every 1,000 years. What? Daughter of the giant Andre, the giant even bigger than him. Bloody hell. 20 beloved Magnificent 7 actors who tragically died, blah blah blah. 15 families with the strangest genetic traits. Forbidden inventions. I think I might stroll through this. It's better than TV, isn't it? Game changer. Before she died, Hitler's sister-in-law. Ooh, it was 9 days ago. Temu Tech. You should have seen that one. Laura Spectre, insane. When your pet brings home a friend. Fucking hell. Oh, look at this. Strangey. Oh, no fucking way. This looks interesting. Britain's card. I've seen this. I've seen that before. It's fucking boring shit. I heard I betrayed by Porky. I heard I betrayed by Porky. Get your phone going shit. Yeah, I've done it. It's pointed up nice to make my feet cold. At least I'm fucking feeling it, but I don't know. It's 77 degrees Fahrenheit. But it's 74 humidity, which I'm fucking sweating like a fucking pig. I feel tired as well. Yeah, it is what it is. There doesn't appear to be anybody else on. I've got to try that one again. Let's have a look. Make your own music creates. Let's have a look. Your song's almost ready. Sign up, sign in. Let's see if I can sign in. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Did I do it with Google? I think. Let's try it with Google. Yeah, that'll do. Continue. Let's see if I can get a music somewhere. And well, let's come up with some ideas. Fuck off, making a noise. Right. I'll do that another time. I can't be honest. Yes, I'm in. Right, let's have a look. Processing. Right. Shall we have a futuristic tap? Describe your song. Let's put 8. Right. AK. We'll name it AK. Right, so we do that. Describe your song. We've got it as whatever. We'll try that one anyway. Creating. Oh, I still got mine on The Greatest Show. Right then, blah blah blah. I can't remember how to do it now. Create. Describe your song. Lyrics. There we go. Plantet. No, right there. Well, let's do this one, see what it's like. This is going to be so fucking good. Right. Oh. Hold on. That one is one.
AK a starseed from another planet, her to save the world.
Right, AK from another planet. Here, here to save another planet, to save the world. With his wisdom. The other ones, I don't know, let's see what this one does. I'll work on it anyway. Right, see how long this one's going to be. Ah, there we go.
AK starseed from another planet, her to save the world. Starseed from another planet, her to save the world. AK a starseed from another planet, her to save the world.
Let's see what this one does.
Turn the key, but the car won't start. Empty streets feel like my heart. Neon signs blink their tired eyes. Your face, I run in circles, endless chase. The moon's a witness, cold and still. Turn the key, but the car won't start. Empty streets feel like my heart. Neon signs blink their tired eyes. AK in the air, who am I fighting? AK in the night, the truth's igniting. AK, it's the sound of me. Firing shots at the ghosts I see. AK, echoes in my mind. Reload the courage I can't find. Every shadow wears your face. I run in circles, endless chase. The moon's a witness, cold and still. AK in the air, who am I fighting? AK in the night, the truth's igniting. AK, it's the sound of me. Firing shots at the ghosts I see. AK, echoes in my mind. Reload the courage I can't find.
Right. Oh, I've got to pay for this now. I've got no credits, bastard. What a fucking live selling this was.
Because humans are full of shite.
Oh, here we go.
AK, a star seed from another planet, here to save the world. Because humans are full of shite. Because humans are full of shite.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious. Oh, fucking hell. That was funny. I hope you enjoyed that creativity. I couldn't get it longer, though, than fucking what I got it. But I've used up all the credit now, so I'll have to wait till tomorrow or something. He deserves his own fucking song. Remember Mr. Bow? Well. Sparky was quick to jump against me. Shows what a fake he is. Sparky did that to me fucking once. He's in that the other community, isn't he? Laura Lou and all that lot. Michelle C. Apparently we're swamp people to her. I don't go into the swamp community or something like that, she said the other day. Fucking ridiculous. I believe I can fly. Didn't watch any lives. People like me are rare. I don't run with the pack. I'm a lone wolf. And I'm a lone dragon. I said pow pow. Well, you chat in the audience then, because I want to go to fucking sleep. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm fucking so tired. Fucking hell. Hey, so did you see that? There's an app and it generates your own song. You just put the words in, but for some reason it only goes up to 29 seconds. You can actually get them for a couple of minutes. But I forgot how to fucking do it. It is what it is. Oh, this is a good tune. Oh, who's that? Don't care. Titanium Jazz. Jesus Christ. Oh, that was the original, wasn't it? That was a good song, that was. I'm fucking tired though. Why did I start live up at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning? Oh, I'll tell you now. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm calling out lesbian on this one. Oh, who's this one? Brandon? Is that's really interesting.
You shoot me down.
she was an unknown person. Then she put the wig on over her face so you couldn't see her face. I wonder why.
I am titanium. I am titanium.
I heard a rumor I could have started it.
For over 3 decades,
Yeah, well,
the world
3
has mourned the tragic loss of Brandon Lee, the rising Hollywood star who was taken far too soon. Son of martial arts icon Bruce Lee, he had a bright future ahead, but a tragic on-set accident while he filmed The Crow cut his life short. Now, 32 years later, something unbelievable has happened. His tomb had to be purposes, and what they discovered when the grave was removed left everyone in absolute shock. Could this finally bring long-awaited answers to the mystery of Brandon Lee's death? Or did it raise even more chilling questions? A shocking request. The world welcomed Brandon Lee as a future star on February 1, 1965, in Oakland, California, and said its last goodbye to him on March 31, 1993, on the set of the movie The Crown, when he was only 28 years old. His remains rest at Lakeview Cemetery, in his hometown of Seattle. He rests next to his beloved father at this somber gravesite, where their timeless bond remains as absolute in death as it was in life. Thousands of fans visit the cemetery every year, honoring a legacy that fate destroyed too soon. And it's this constant affluence of people
I astro projected there the other week to pay my respects.
paying their respects that caused something Linda Lee Cadwell, Brandon's mother, could have never expected. After the 30th anniversary of Brandon Lee's death, Linda received a request from the Seattle City Council to permit grave maintenance. According to the authorities, the earth on which Brandon's remains rested was suspiciously unsettled, and an unexpected crack had appeared on the stone. Experts believe someone had voluntarily or involuntarily stepped on Brandon's grave, disturbing the ground and ruining the stone. But the crack could also have been caused by burrowing animals, a small quake that might have gone undetected above ground, or structural issues in the grave itself. The fact that Bruce Lee's grave seemed intact despite being so close to Brandon's was a mystery itself, one that the city council intended to solve before it made the news. The proposal triggered painful memories within Linda. She had buried her husband and her son within a few years from each other, despite not having planned to outlive either. And now she was being asked if a bunch of Seattle permanently denied them permission to visit their heroes' burial places. So she said yes. Mindful of her sacrifice, management personnel at Lakeview Cemetery spared no expenses for this sensitive initiative. A specially constructed climate structure enclosed Brandon's tomb to provide the atmospheric conditions required for advanced preservation. The actor who had shocked the world with his untimely death on a movie set was about to be opened after 32 years. And as soon as the maintenance workers saw what was hiding inside the tomb, a single question made headlines across the city of Seattle. Had Brandon always known he was going to die a shocking death just like his father? Like father, like son. From early childhood, Brandon trained under his father, Bruce Lee, who taught him everything he needed to know as a martial artist. But the bond between father and son went beyond sport and discipline. The sudden death of Bruce Lee in 1973 created both an immovable legacy and an identity crisis for Brandon. What was he supposed to do now? Should he train to be a martial arts master and actor like the world expected him to? Or should he honor his father's legacy some other way? Brandon had shown extraordinary skill as a child, kicking through an inch-thick board at 5. However, the shadow of Bruce Lee loomed over him, primarily as he trained in dojos filled with his father's image. This internal battle led Brandon to walk away from martial arts for a time, opting for soccer instead. However, that was not his destiny. Brandon became rebellious during his teen years, which led to his expulsion from school. His father's untimely passing had left a huge void in his heart, and he struggled to find meaning in his life. He was filled with a rage he didn't know how to express, much like Bruce Lee before he learned to channel his feelings into his craft. But he had no interest in martial arts, not yet. Not when they reminded him so painfully of the father he'd lost too soon. Life was not easy for Bruce Lee's son. Every move he made was scrutinized and compared to his father's, with people struggling to understand why he wouldn't just follow in his footsteps as a martial arts master. Nobody seemed to realize that Brandon didn't just want to be remembered as his father's mediocre son, and that he was longing to build a life of his own, far from the spotlight that had taken Bruce away from him. But eventually, the pull towards the entertainment world became irresistible. So he acquired his GED diploma and relocated to New York City to try his hand at acting. Surprisingly for many, he proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that his acting abilities were greater than anything his father had achieved, and eventually went on to study at the prestigious Lee Strasberg Theater and Film Institute. In 1985, Brandon Lee returned to Los Angeles, unknowingly stepping onto the path defining his short but unforgettable career. He started as a script reader, but fate had bigger plans. When casting director Lynn Stallmaster approached him, Lee landed his first credited role in Kung Fu, the movie, a moment that felt almost destined. After all, the original Kung Fu Bruce Lee. Was this Brandon's chance to reclaim what his father never got, or was the world's way of telling him his destiny had been planned from the beginning? Initially, Brandon refused to take on the role because he wanted no part in martial arts films, nor did he wish to challenge his father's monumental reputation. But the casting directors brought him together with his previous teacher, Jeff Imada, until the instructor persuaded him to do the project. Through his character in the film, Brandon Lee portrayed the secret son of Kwai Chang Caine, David Carradine. On February 1, 1986, Brandon made his official film debut through his role in the movie. Then he starred in his first lead position through the Hong Kong action crime thriller, which was released as Legacy of Rage during the same year. Laser Mission represented a high-octane thriller that that never made it into The Crow. Eric Draven, played by Brandon Lee, was scripted to be shot by the ruthless fun boy, Michael Massey. But as the cameras rolled, tragedy struck. Lee was hit in the abdomen, not with a harmless blank, but with a deadly fragment of a dummy bullet that had been unknowingly lodged inside the gun's barrel from a previous scene. The .44 Magnum had been loaded with blanks, carelessly assembled by a crew member who removed the gunpowder from live rounds. When the blank was fired, it propelled the hidden fragment with the force of a real bullet, striking Lee from just 15 feet away. He collapsed, suffering catastrophic internal injuries and massive blood loss. Hours of emergency surgery at New Hanover Regional Medical Center could not save him. No criminal charges were filed, but the shocking negligence could not be ignored. Linda Lee Cadwell, Brandon's devastated mother, launched a lawsuit against the producers and 13 other companies and individuals. His fiancée, Eliza Hutton, also joined in. This tragic incident eventually led to a settlement, but that night continues to haunt the survivors. DreamQuest Images, alongside stuntman Chad Stahelski, finished the Crow production after Brandon Lee's cemetery in Seattle grabbed as a last farewell. Signed pictures, heartfelt letters, small memorabilia from movie sets, and other items were scattered on the earth, reminding her that her son had been loved until his very last moment. All memorial display items kept their funeral placement without any change despite the passage of time. Brandon's family and friends had protected the traditional burial customs so precisely that they established a timeless sanctuary. As they installed the new stone, the maintenance workers handled everything in the tomb with great respect. Every time they stumbled onto a new item, they would ask Linda whether she wanted to take a closer look. Despite being overcome with emotion, she decided to glance at some pictures, just to see her son smiling one more time. The most emotionally charged find within Brandon's tomb was an untouched collection of sealed letters that had waited since his burial. These weren't just correspondence, but final messages and tributes from those closest to him. Each letter was carefully preserved in specially treated envelopes to protect them from time's decay. Reading these letters after all these years would bring back both the pain of loss and the strength in continuing his work. Yet, could there be secrets within them that had never been made public?
Secret.
Linda found herself in a precarious position. If the letters had been sealed, perhaps the senders didn't want them to be opened. Perhaps those messages were meant for Brandon's eyes only. But what if she found something meant for her? The whole world had seen her standing over the grave on the day of the funeral. Maybe someone had decided to leave her something special to remember her beloved son by. With this possibility in mind, Linda decided to open the letters. Her eyes filled with tears as she read intimate details about Brandon's life, from his closest friends' points of view, shared dreams, and the future he had planned before his untimely passing. The preservation team noted how the letters shifted in tone from raw self, written just days before his death, as if he had sensed what would come. In his characteristic handwriting, the letter said, "The journey we began together never ends. The limitations you perceive are illusions of the mind. Be water, flow through obstacles, adapt to challenges, and find strength in your formlessness. But above all, remember this. Your true path emerges not from following my way, but from discovering your own.
Exactly.
Empty your cup to fill it with your wisdom." The message immediately brought tears to Linda's eyes. She hadn't expected to read something written.
Yeah, whatever.
Had he known his time was almost up? And who had put the letter in the coffin? Some of his friends or colleagues must have hidden the letter inside the grave. Perhaps Brandon himself had asked them to hold on to it until the time to let it go was right. But that didn't explain how he seemed to have known that his life was about to come to an abrupt end. Had something happened on or off set that might have made him nervous or even scared for his life? Suddenly, memories of the phone call that had shattered her heart came back to Linda. The authorities had spoken of a terrible accident, a mistake that had cost her son's life. But what if it hadn't been just a mistake? What if someone had left that bullet fragment inside the gun on purpose to get rid of another foreign actor who was becoming too famous, too beloved, too soon? As she rambled to the maintenance workers around her, Linda realized how stunned they all were. They could hardly believe that the horrible accident on the Crow set had not been an accident after all, and yet they seemed ready to accept this theory as the truth. But if Brandon had known that something was going to happen to him, why had he only left behind this cryptic message instead of a concrete lead? This was not the son Linda knew. Brandon would have tried to help her solve his murder even from beyond the grave, if he had even remotely suspected someone was trying to take him out. No, there had to be another explanation. She just needed to look far back into the past to find it. And when she did, her heart broke all over again. Linda sobbed as she thought back to all the times where Brandon had offhandedly remarked that he was going to die young, perhaps younger than his father. That father he would never surpass in any field, let alone longevity. Had Brandon gone through his whole life knowing he would never grow older than Bruce Lee? Had he shouldered this burden for 28 years, unable to confess to his mother or sister or closest friends? The thought sliced deep into her chest, and yet Linda found it easy to accept it as the truth. Brandon had lived his entire life in his father's shadow, and his death had been just a natural product of a destiny that had been written long before he was even born. He had followed in Bruce Lee's footsteps, and just like Bruce Lee, he too had met his end before his time. He had always known he would die without ever living up to his father's legacy, and he had left this confirmation in his own grave for her to find one day, so she could make peace with the truth too. But how could a mother ever make peace with such painful knowledge? She couldn't. She never would. Her heart had already bled too much. But there was one thing she could do. She would share Brandon's last message with the world, so everyone would remember him not just as Bruce Lee's son, but as a lovely young man with a big heart and an even bigger weight on his shoulders. She knew fans would be stunned. She knew they would be just as heartbroken. But she...
Yeah, whatever. 17 Golden Age stars with the strangest final burials. Yeah. Boyd Johnson, cheap returns. Pretty bored of that. Yeah, look, what's this one? Look. Yeah, look. Brandon Lee's death inside Crow's on-set shooting. So it's basically murder then, isn't it? 50 rare open cast. This is what I'm saying. Celebrities who had the caskets open should be dead. Oh, 7 up. Oh. Rare historical. Do you go for the rare one? Yeah, go on then. Bit morbid, but who cares?
Welcome to the History Lens channel. In this video, we've compiled a collection of open casket photos of famous people from around the world. Please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to like and comment.
See how far I'll go with this.
In 1848, Gandhi was assassinated by Nathuram Godse, who was a Hindu nationalist. He shot Gandhi.
Got my stalker on. Hello, brother. Darkest moments ever seen on TV. Fuck. Muhammad Ali's tomb opened after 9 years. Fucking hell, if that's real. Jesus Christ. Why are they digging up these people's graves?
3 times in his chest and didn't even try to escape being caught. Godse was tried and executed in 1949. An open casket funeral was held for Gandhi. Martin Luther King Jr., the iconic leader of the civil rights movement, was shot and killed on April 4, 1968, on the balcony of the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee. His assassin, James Earl Ray.
But why is there a mark there? Is that where he was shot or something?
Was a fugitive who was later captured and sentenced to 99 years in prison. His assassination sparked a wave of protests across the United States. His "I Have a Dream" speech remains one of the most widely viewed and quoted speeches in world history. Mother Teresa, also known as Blessed Teresa of Calcutta, passed away on September 5, 1997, at the age of 87 in Calcutta, India. She dedicated her life to serving others, especially the sick and the poor. After her death, her body lay in repose for 1 week at St. Thomas Church in Calcutta, India. Later, in 2016, she was canonized as a saint in the Catholic Church by Pope Francis. Elvis Presley, known as the King of Rock and Roll, was one of the most influential musicians in history, bringing rock music into the...
I know this one because he still had the burger in his mouth. Really? You're sitting on it.
mainstream and achieving worldwide fame. In addition to
Oh, I know, they took the burger out now.
his music career, he starred in several romantic and musical films. However, in his later years he struggled with drug addiction and significant weight gain, which led to serious health problems. He ultimately passed away from a heart attack on August 16, 1977, at the age of 42.
42. Shit, and I'm 60. I could go tomorrow.
Louis Armstrong was one of the most legendary jazz musicians
Is it Lewis or Louis?
in history, known for his trumpet playing and distinctive voice. He played a major role in popularizing jazz.
You know, it's just like his fathers. Whoever these morticians are, they're pretty good, aren't they?
And released timeless songs like What a Wonderful
Not
World.
morticians, funeral directors.
In his later years, he suffered from heart problems and ultimately passed away from a heart attack on July 6, 1971, at the age of 69. Grace Kelly was a famous Hollywood actress and Academy Award winner who became the Princess of Monaco after marrying Prince Rainier Tube. After retiring from acting, she dedicated her life to charity work and royal duties. On September 13, 1982, she suffered a stroke while driving, which led to a car accident, and she passed away the next day at the age of 52. Etta James was a legendary blues, jazz, and soul singer known Monday and ruled until 1990. His regime was marked by harsh repression of opponents, widespread human rights violations, and torture and killings. Pinochet passed away on December 10, 2006, at the age of 91 due to a stroke. P. von Hindenburg, the president of Germany from 1925 to 1934, was a prominent military and political figure in Germany during World War I and the World War I and the Weimar Republic. During his
World War I, do you mean World War One?
presidency, he allowed the Nazi Party to bring Adolf Hitler to power. Hindenburg passed away on August 2, 1934, at the age of 86 due to natural causes. Queen Victoria, who reigned from 1837 to...
Here's a factoid for you. When her husband died, whoever he was, she wore black in respect for her husband. She never wore any other colour apart from white, obviously, but yeah, always wore black. Yeah, true story.
1901, had the longest reign in British history, and her reign is known as the Victorian era. During her reign, she oversaw significant changes in Britain and its empire. Queen Victoria passed away on January 22, 1992, at the age of 81. At the age of 81, due to a stroke.
Oh, Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, a martial artist and actor, became one of the greatest and most influential figures in...
I'm bored already. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Yeah, bro. Window maker and peace. Ginge did a live about you. Oh, let's have a look at the gossip then. Fucking hell, my God, are you talking fucking chat then, am I? Oh dear. He's got 500 accounts. Hope they're all fucking sub to me, you cunt. Exactly. Fucking hell, I need some fucking sleep. This is fucking killing me. What's it? Fucking hell. Buried in glass coffins for everybody to see. What? 3 months ago. Jesus Christ. People are getting morbid now, aren't they? The darkest moments. The fucking TV. Look, on TV, let's have a look. Bored of this. I am. Yeah, bored of that. The dumbest commas. Oh, what? Fucking hell, these 20. Shit, did I show this? Worst punishments. Oh, in history. Yeah. Should we have a look at that? So butchers. Well, I'll play this one. This is funny. Right, who's in chat? Strictly. I'm going to sleep. Good night. All right, Strictly, you take care. I think I'm going to go to bed in a minute, to be honest with you. But let's do this. This is fucking funny. Oh, dear. This is the worst punishments in history. Well,
reportedly used in ancient Rome as a method of punishment. According to historical accounts, the victim's feet would be dipped in salt water, and the goat would be brought in to lick the solution. The rough texture of the goat's tongue would initially cause a tickling sensation, but with each lick, the experience would become increasingly painful, eventually leading to extreme discomfort and even harm. An obulet is a type of dungeon used in medieval times as a place of captivity and punishment. The term obulet is of French origin, derived from the French verb obulir, meaning to forget. This dungeon was designed as a narrow vertical pit or shaft, often located beneath the castle or fortress. It had only one entrance, namely a trapdoor in the ceiling, making it nearly impossible for prisoners to escape. The name obulet reflects the idea that once a person was thrown into this dungeon, they were effectively forgotten, left in the darkness and isolation. Obulet were known for their harsh and inhuman conditions. The prisoners within these dungeons had very little space to move or even sit comfortably. They were exposed to extreme hardships, with no access to necessities, such as food and water. The lack of sanitation facilities meant that the dungeon often became infested with vermin, exacerbating the suffering of the prisoners. In the Middle Ages, torture was legally sanctioned and carried out by authorities as part of the judicial process. Torture chambers were often established within prisons or government buildings. However, there once existed a torture device so gruesome that it had risen to mythical status. The Iron Maiden was a human-sized coffin or cabinet made of iron. The interior of the device would be lined with spikes or nails, strategically positioned to cause pain and injury to the victim. The victim would be forced into the device, and once the doors were closed, the spikes would penetrate their flesh. The spikes might not necessarily be long enough to cause immediate death, but would pierce vital organs and slowly let the victim bleed. The intent was to create a slow and agonizing death for the person trapped in this device. In some cases, the Iron Maiden was displayed in public squares as a deterrent to crime, instilling fear in the population. Elephants, revered for their intelligence, unfortunately became instruments of brutal punishment. They were exploited for executions. For at least 2,000 years, the practice of being crushed by elephants was common in regions such as India, South Asia, and Southeast Asia. In India, this form of capital punishment, known as Gunga Rao, involved exposing the accused to the sheer force of an elephant's weight. Under the control of an elephant trainer, the animal was coerced with sharp hooks to carry out the commands. In the neighboring Sri Lanka, elephants were reportedly equipped with sharp blades on their tongues. Similarly, in the former Kingdom of Siam, now Thailand, elephants were trained to lift their victims into the air before delivering the Amidst the Spanish Inquisition, a period characterized by intense religious fervor and persecution, emerged a device specifically for heretics. During this period, non-Catholics, such as Muslims and Jews, underwent severe persecution and torture due to their religious beliefs. Communities were searched and pressure was exerted on non-Catholics to confess to heresy. Those who confessed guilt underwent various forms of torture as punishment, while those who remained steadfast faced eventual execution. One of the objects used during this dark period was the heretic fork. This instrument consisted of a leather strap tightly bound around the neck, with two sharp points protruding, one directed towards the wearer's throat and the other towards the sternum. Despite its seemingly simple design, wearing the heretic fork caused unbearable and relentless pain. Maintaining a fixed head position could prevent the points from piercing the skin, but the endurance of the wearer was finite. While the primary purpose of the heretic fork was to extract confessions, it was also used to silence heretics who had already confessed, preventing further speech. In the annals of maritime history, the practice of keel-hauling stands out as a notorious form of punishment used to maintain discipline aboard ships during the 17th and 18th centuries. The mechanism of keel-hauling involves suspending the victim from a rope from the ship's mast, with weights attached to their legs. Upon releasing the rope by the crew, the unfortunate person would plunge into the sea and be dragged along the keel, or bottom of the ship, hence the name keel-hauling. This part of the ship, often covered with sharp barnacles, caused severe injuries to the exacerbating the suffering. Evidence suggests that the Dutch Navy applied punishment during this period. Accounts from British sources suggest that while the punishment caused immense pain, the primary goal was not death. Victims reportedly received intervals to recover from the ordeal, albeit often deprived of the sensation of pain during the process. By the beginning of the 18th century, the British had ceased the use of keel-hauling as an official punishment around 1720, considering it extremely cruel. The Dutch followed suit and officially banned keel-hauling as a method by 1750. Hanging at the gallows involved criminals being confined with humanoid cages and hanged in public places as a sharp warning signal to potential wrongdoers. The gallows itself referred to the wooden structure from which these cages were suspended. This macabre form of punishment led to the slow death of the victims over several days, primarily through exposure, dehydration, and starvation. Originating in the Middle Ages, hanging at the gallows aimed to deter crimes. According to the law, individuals accused of murder would undergo execution by hanging at the gallows, with punishment usually reserved for traitors, robbers, murderers, and pirates. Large crowds wanting to witness these spectacles sometimes swelled to tens of thousands. Historical records trace the origin of the rack, a notorious torture instrument, back to ancient Greece. An early case of its use occurred in the 4th century BC, when Herostratus, known for setting fire to the Second Temple of Artemis, met his end on the rack. The rack consisted of a wooden frame resembling an elevated bed, concealing its sinister purpose. Chains secured the wrists and ankles of the victim to rollers placed at the both ends of the frame. Once bound, the victim's body underwent a horrifying stretch, gradually exerting pressure on the shoulders, arms, legs, back, and hips. This prolonged stretching could lead to the snapping of joints and permanent dislocation, rendering muscles ineffective. In addition to stretching, the rack served as a means of restraint, with various other tortures inflicted on the victim. Those who survived often faced lifelong disabilities and could not freely move their limbs. A lesser-known torture method used during the Spanish Inquisition was the Judas cradle, a device that, strangely enough, was considered humane by its practitioners. Despite its unassuming appearance, the Judas cradle foretold a terrifying fate for heretics. The device itself is fairly simple, a carved wooden pyramid mounted on a stool, albeit entirely unsuitable for sitting. Placed within the walls of a torture chamber, the victim will be suspended above the Judas cradle, with hands and feet bound by ropes attached to gears. Slowly, they would be lowered onto the point of the device, sometimes with added weight, until it penetrated their pelvic area. The concept of the Judas cradle is attributed to an Italian lawyer. Even to this day, the breaking wheel remains one of the most gruesome execution methods in history. This was primarily reserved for the most serious criminals and intended to inflict unbearable pain and suffering, often attended by large crowds. Victims of this punishment faced two terrifying possibilities: being broken by the wheel or being broken on the wheel. After the ordeal, victims were often left on the wheel for hours or even days, their broken limbs entangled in the spokes, undergoing a slow and agonizing death. Originating from the Roman Empire, it was originally used as a means to inflict pain. Victims, usually slaves or Christians, would be strapped to a bench, and an iron-rimmed wheel would be slammed into their body, starting at their ankles and moving upward. The Romans employed various techniques with the wheel, including vertically hanging victims, binding them to the wheel, or igniting fires beneath it for added torture. The dreaded iron chair. This chilling torture device was adorned with hundreds of sharp spikes on the seat, backrest, armrests, and legs, designed to inflict unbearable pain on its unfortunate occupants. A newspaper report from 1891 vividly describes how the iron chair was used to punish criminals. The victim was seated and supported by the front bar, then by another vertical bar, while two rings fastened their ankles at the bottom. In the upper part, there was a collar for the neck, and another crossbar that went through the first, each end ring holding the wrists, underneath a stove. Thus, victims endured not only pressure of the sharp points, but also the torment of a fire burning beneath them. A documented victim of the iron chair was Jean Collis from Toulouse, France. In addition to facing the iron chair, he underwent further torture on the wheel, and his limbs were stretched and dislocated. The bull, also known as the Bronze Bull, is known as a grim relic from the
I remember this. They're putting a bronze bull. I remember this. And then he's got fucking trainers on, or loafers, hasn't he? That can't be right. He's wearing mudding clothes. And then they heat it up, and then you just boil it inside, basically.
ancient Greece. Dating back to the 6th century BC, this macabre device was created as a chilling method of execution, designed to inflict unbearable pain on its unfortunate victims. Constructed as a hollow bronze statue, the brazen bull housed its victims inside. Fire was lit beneath it. The brazen bull was equipped with an acoustic device that amplified the cries of its victims, producing sounds resembling the deep roar of a bull. A legend from the coastal colony of Acragas, now Sicily, accounts how the tyrannical ruler Phalaris assisted court painter Periolis introduced the brazen bull to carry out executions. In Sophia, however, Phalaris was shocked by the invention and its cruelty. He ordered Periolis himself to enter the bull and demonstrate the sound. Once Phalaris was locked inside, Phalaris ordered the fire to be lit beneath the bull, subjecting Phalaris to the torment he had devised. During the Spanish Inquisition, the garrote served as an execution method reserved for heretics who, after being condemned to death, converted to Christianity. While it may seem humane compared to the stake, the garrote brought about a swift and merciful death through strangulation with a sharp. However, a later version of this device, featuring an iron collar with a large metal screw at the back, aimed for immediate death by tightening. The purpose of this mechanism was to crush the brainstem upon tightening death. Garrotes could be made from various materials. In addition to historical use, the garrote found utility as a weapon during World War II, often used by soldiers to silently eliminate sentries and enemy personnel. Elite military units and special forces often received training in the use of specially built and improvised garrotes. The last public garroting in Spain took place in May 1897 in Barcelona, after which all executions were carried out within prison walls. Loosely translated in Latin as punishment of the sack, vena coeli was a punishment specifically reserved for the act of killing one's own parent. According to a prominent Roman jurist from the 3rd century AD, the punishment involved the guilty party being beaten and then sewn into a sack. Inside this sack, along with condemned person, a rooster, a viper, and a monkey. After which, the sack would be thrown into the depths of the sea if it was nearby. If the sea was not readily accessible, the sack would be thrown to wild animals, as prescribed by the constitution of the divine Hadrianus. The fate of the condemned person sealed inside the leak rim, as they faced potential death by snakebite, the brute force of a chimpanzee, or suffocation from drowning. Derived from the word scaphe, meaning scooping or hollow, scaphism is known as horrifying execution methods devised by humanity. While various civilizations have employed gruesome punishments, the Persian Empire around 500 BC introduced scaphism, surpassing them all in sheer barbarity. This ancient form of torture involved victims being slowly and painfully consumed by insects. Their feet, head, and hands remained exposed to the elements while the rest of their body was enclosed within the boats. Left to endure the blazing sun for days on end, victims suffered under a relentless onslaught of insect bites and vermin. Trapped within their floating chamber of death, they faced a chilling fate of unbearable pain and eventual death from exposure and infection caused by countless bites. To exacerbate their torment, victims were forced to ingest copious amounts of milk and honey before being placed between the boats. Additionally, the honey was smeared on their bodies to attract more insects and vermin, ensuring a merciless assault on their flesh. While the bites were painful, victims typically succumb to exposure and infection rather than just the insect bites. Often lasting for multiple days, this torture is of each day, only to be doused with more honey and sent back out to sea. Vlad the Impaler, also known as Vlad Dracula, was a historical figure who ruled over Wallachia, a region in present-day Romania, in the 5th century. He's famous for his cruel and sadistic methods of punishment, with his favorite execution method being impalement. Vlad the Impaler earned his nickname due to his penchant for impaling his enemy on sharp stakes. This execution method involved driving a stake through the victim's body and then hoisting it vertically to display the victim's suffering. It could take hours or even days for the impaled person to die, causing immense pain. Vlad's use of impalement was not limited to foreign enemies, but also extended to domestic adversaries, and even his own people. He saw it as a means to instill fear, maintain control, and deter potential threats. For example, Vlad left behind a field filled with thousands of impaled victims, as a deterrent to the advancing Ottoman troops. Vlad the Impaler's reputation as a bloodthirsty ruler has had a lasting impact on popular culture. Dracula drew inspiration from Vlad's brutal reputation, although Stoker's fictional character differs significantly from the historical figure. Of all these methods, this is the one everyone would do anything to avoid: flaying. Flaying is a historical practice where the skin of a person is removed from their body. It's been used as a form of punishment, torture, or execution in history. Flaying a person typically involves the use of sharp objects, such as knives or swords. This process is cruel and often leads to severe injury and ultimately death. Flaying was sometimes performed on living individuals, while in other cases it was carried out post-mortem, as a means of further humiliation or as a warning to others. This punishment is also documented in various historical contexts. For example, in ancient Assyria, flaying was used as a method for prisoners of war or individuals who had committed serious crimes. The Aztecs of Mesoamerica also practiced flaying as a ritual act, often associated with human sacrifice. Biting the stake, also known as charivari, was an public punishment and protest, most common in medieval and early modern Europe. This tradition was often applied to people who violated social norms, such as adultery or misbehavior within a marriage. The person in question would be symbolically represented on a wooden platform, ladder, or pole, while onlookers made noise by banging pots and pans and chanting. These processions primarily took place in rural areas of England, Scotland, and as well as parts of France. If the person involved was absent or refused to participate, a doll or straw figure was used instead to deliver the message. The figure would then be placed on a cart, pole, or even a donkey, and paraded through the village, accompanied. During the ride, rhyming verses or chants were sometimes recited, criticizing the person's behavior. This tradition served primarily as a form of social correction, with the community theoretically showing what was or wasn't acceptable. By the 19th century, this custom gradually faded as formal legal systems became stronger, and urban communities subjected to this punishment. In some cases, individuals with a kangoo were placed in a central location, such as a market or village square, for the purpose of deterrence and maintaining social order. Family members and advisors could bring food and drink, though this is often dependent on the situation and local customs. While this practice is no longer in use today, the kangaroo remains a striking example of how societies in the past dealt with order and authority. Chinese water torture was an ancient technique where water was slowly and repeatedly dripped onto a person's forehead while they were restrained. Though it may sound simple, this method was known for its intense mental impact. The person cannot move, and the steady dripping of water pattern could eventually lead to significant mental strain. The uncertainty of drop would fall intensified the mental needs, while sitting still for long periods caused physical discomfort, such as muscle fatigue. Some people who endured this described it as an especially disorienting experience, with each drop seeming to grow heavier, despite there being no physical harm. The technique is mainly discussed as a historical example of how simple elements can have significant psychological effects.
Funny enough, when I had my eye surgery, they did that over my fucking face. Water. Yeah, true story. What's this do?
It was used for people accused of crimes such as blasphemy, heresy, or criticizing authority. Women suspected of witchcraft or adultery were also said to have been threatened. Whether it was actually used frequently is unclear, but the mere threat of such a device could be enough to instill fear or force confessions. These stories often emerged during periods of fear, religious conflict, or moral panic, where accusations could quickly escalate. Sawing in half is a notorious method of punishment from history, said to have been applied to various religions. Historical accounts describe it as a public and symbolic form, often meant to deter others and reinforce the authority of rulers. In many cases, the person would be hung upside down so that blood would flow to the head, prolonging consciousness. Then, with a large saw, usually operated by two people, a ritual or symbolic act would take place. Some sources claim that this method was used during the reign of certain Persian rulers for people accused of serious crimes, such as treason. While the Romans were known for crucifixion, some historical documents also mention sawing as an alternative punishment. The method is also mentioned in ancient Chinese legal texts as a rare but symbolically heavy punishment or severe offenses. The scold was used mainly in Britain and part of Europe between the 16th and 18th centuries. The device was intended to silence people, usually women, who were considered loud, gossiping, or disrespectful.
True, we should bring this back.
And publicly correct them. The bridle consisted of a metal was placed over the head like a mask or cage. Inside, there was often a metal plate that pressed the tongue downward, making it difficult to speak. Some actions like bells or animal features, which drew attention. The sound of the bells attracted onlookers, further increasing the humiliation. The bridle was fastened securely so it could be removed on its own, and people wearing it were sometimes led through the streets while bystanders watched or commented. Although the punishment wasn't exclusively for women, it was applied to them more frequently, reflecting an attempt to control their behavior through social norms. Tarring and feathering was recorded as early as the 12th century. For example, during the Third Crusade, Richard the Lionheart issued a decree that sailors caught stealing could be punished with tar and feathers. This form of public humiliation was practiced from the medieval period to the 19th century in both Europe and North America. It involved smearing someone with hot tar and then covering them with feathers, giving them a striking and shameful appearance. The punishment was often carried out not by official legal authorities, but by citizens who felt the need to respond quickly and visibly to certain behaviors. The person was sometimes partially stripped, after which warm but not boiling tar, usually made from natural resin or coal tar, was applied. Feathers were then sprinkled over the tar, sticking to the body. The person was often paraded through the streets, sometimes tied to a cart or a rail, so that onlookers was to send a clear social message to limit their movement, and the number of lashes were usually predetermined. The punishment sometimes took place in closed institutions, like barracks or prisons, but also in public to create a deterrent effect. Within the military, on ships, and even at schools, it was long seen as a way to maintain order and obedience. People found guilty of offenses like theft or disobedience could be punished in this manner. The practice was widespread in ancient Egypt, Greece, and Rome, where it was part of a social and legal structure. In the Roman Empire, it was applied within the military and for punishing slaves. As time passed, societies increasingly viewed it as too harsh or inappropriate, leading to it being abolished in many countries by the end of the 19th century. The head crusher was a notorious medieval device, primarily during the Middle Ages. The device was designed to apply psychological pressure and pain, often to force confessions or apply punishment. Consisted of a sturdy metal frame that held the person's head in place, with a chest at the bottom and a metal cap placed over the head. A screw mechanism with a lever would increase downward pressure on the head, gradually causing intense discomfort, especially in the jaw and face. Although the design was not intended to cause permanent damage, method. The device was occasionally used during periods such as the Spanish Inquisition, typically in legal contexts. It was also a technique used, where people were exposed to lots of bright lights or other stimuli to keep them awake for long periods. Additionally, some detainees were forcefully placed against soft walls or guided through them, with the intention of unbalancing them and putting pressure on them. Finally, spaces were used where detainees temporarily stick punishment to be applied to enemies or traitors, often individuals
I'm bored of this now.
in Norse mythology, often associated.
Right, let's see who's in the chat and see what's cracking off. Right, let's see who's new. Strictly good. So everybody's going to bed then. That's the last comment, Strictly, which was 3:35, and that was half an hour ago. I wonder why. Right, let's see who's on live, because I think I'll end it now. What? Yeah, you know the score. Right, let's have a look. Because I've definitely got to get up tomorrow. So we've got Joe King, John Paul, the prostitution ring, NY Almighty Devil's Advocate. That's obviously so good old days. That's long. Purple Phoenix is on. Hustle. Freaking. I can't remember who Freaking is. Oh shit, let's have a look. Oh, 27 watching. So, well, they're paying for it as well. So, I just showed me support. This is the other community I go to. Obviously, it's in America. That was Nitro Freak, by the way. You know, that witnessed Laura Lou pissing in a bag. That was funny. Not funny for my live stream because I got a load of shit for that. Oh, you said you're taking the live stream down. Don't fucking do it. I did take the live stream down. I didn't fucking delete it though. Well, that's fucking stupid. So when it's 4 o'clock, I'm gonna go. I'll put you, whoever's watching. Where are we? I'll put the link in for that channel. It's American, so it should be on for another hour or so. They've been going for an hour, no, 2 hours. Then you got John Paul playing a game. Darren Dobson, let's get together. Can't remember him. I wonder if I fucking. I think I have. Let's have a look if I've subscribed to him. What? At least I haven't bought anything on Temu. Exactly. Right, let's see who these are. Let's see if I've subscribed. Oh, I have. That's fair play. Then 6 people watching. So, where are we? This is Darren Dobson, if you want to go there. I don't think I've ever been on his live stream. Well, this is Freaking. This is Darren Dobson then. Let's see what it's fucking talking about. Oh, fuck me, what's just happened? Oh, there we go. That's what they're talking about. Anyway, yeah, I'll leave you with this one as well. They look like this one's they've got less people in. I've actually got more people in, to be honest. I think you've got 6 people in. So I'm gonna bid you adieu because there's nobody freaking saying anything. Oh dear, I'm so fucking tired. So thanks for watching, even if it's been boring. This has been no drama, which is fucking nice. Really is fucking nice. I just had enough of fucking drama, to be honest with you. It's getting toxic, isn't it? Right, bid you adieu. Gonna get some sleep and hopefully I'll get up in the morning and try and clean one of my mobile phones to do that fucking Jamaican carnival thing tomorrow. Right, see you later. Take care. Oh, sorry. There we go.